Listen, now button up, growled the man. Howie pulled Melody back against the bus. Shh, this guy means business. I'm gonna do some business if he doesn't hurry, Melody said through clenched teeth. My name is Mr. Jenkins, the man interrupted. His voice was loud enough for their parents to hear back in Bailey City. I'm your camp director, so if you need anything, you let me know. I need to go to the bathroom, Melody hissed under her breath. Where'd they find this nut? Howie whispered. He's probably a reject from the Marine Corps, Eddie said. Yeah, a berserk drill sergeant, snapped Melody. Howie nodded. He is wearing dog tags. Shh, Liza warned. But it was too late. Mr. Jenkins turned and glared in their direction. No talking in the ranks, he bellowed as he scratched his black beard, causing the tags around his neck to jingle. Anyone who doesn't want to hear their cabin assignment can sleep outside with the wolves. Something about Mr. Jenkins made you listen to him. He was at least 6.5 feet tall and looked like a professional football player. His brown Camp Lone Wolf t-shirt was tight across his huge chest, and the silver dog tags hung from his thick neck. He had the kind of arms that could break a kid in half like a toothpick. His blue jeans were faded to almost white, and he wore no shoes, even though it was a chilly afternoon. But the thing that the kids noticed most was his hair. Mr. Jenkins had hair everywhere. There was enough hair on his head for 3 people, and his thick beard would have made 5 bald men happy. Even his arms were covered with a forest of black hair. Everyone quieted down as he called out the cabin assignments. Eddie and Howie ended up together in Cabin Silver Wolf, along with 6 other boys from Bailey City. Luckily, Melody and Liza were both put in Cabin Gray Wolf. Melody rushed ahead of the other girls and made it to the bathroom just in time. When Melody came out of the bathroom, the other girls had already picked out their beds. The only one left was the bunk over Liza's. Liza, I'll trade you, Melody said lightly. No, I can't sleep that high. I'd get sick and throw up all over you. Some choice, Melody complained. Either I sleep in the nosebleeds section or I get puked on. After everybody settled in their cabins, it was time for dinner. Mr. Jenkins was grilling hamburgers outside. Howie and Eddie put their plates on the picnic table and sat down next to Liza and Melody. What's wrong with you? Howie asked Melody. Twitter brain there is making me sleep on the top bunk. Melody glared at Liza. I'll probably fall off and break my neck. But I don't like the top bunk, Liza whined. It makes me sick to look over the edge. I like the top bunk, Howie told Melody. I think it'll be fun. I think it'd be more fun to go home and get out of this place, mumbled Eddie with his mouth full of cold hamburger. Yuck! These aren't even cooked. Eddie squeezed his hamburger. Red juice oozed onto the plate, leaving a puddle. Ew, that looks like blood, Liza gulped. I can't eat raw meat, Howie exclaimed. I'm going to see if Mr. Jenkins will cook mine a little longer. The rest of the kids agreed. They all carried their rare beef to where Mr. Jenkins was grilling more hamburgers. Excuse me, Howie said softly, but our hamburgers aren't quite done. Mr. Jenkins glanced at the juicy beef and licked his lips. Looks done to me, he said. I like my meat rare. He grabbed Liza's burger from her plate and took a huge bite. Juice oozed from the corners of his mouth and dripped down his black beard. Nothing wrong with this meat, he said, licking the juice with his tongue. Howie, Liza, and Melody went back to their seats without saying a word. None of them felt hungry anymore. Even Eddie, who usually made a smart remark about everything, was quiet as he sat down. I think